Hey there, everybody. My name is Courtney, and I am a star with Young Living Essential Oils. I'm here for Simply Share Saturday to share a little bit about how I got started in Young Living and maybe some tips and tricks about some different ways that I share with people. So, just to give you a little background about me, I've been using oils for almost 15 years. Um, for the first 99% of that, I was not completely aware of the compensation plan. I had been told where to find it and information, but never really did somebody break it down for me until maybe just a year or so ago. And really just to show me how easy it is to change people's lives and to be thanked from Young Living in a very generous manner. So, I always have been on essential rewards since way back when I was in my 20s. There was not Facebook and things. We would learn from classes and learn from people that we talked to and just different people that use the essential oils. And when I started, there was only Young Living. So that's one reason why I'm really super passionate about that people have to use Young Living is because when I started using oils, there were no other brands. That was it. They were the number one, the only. If you wanted essential oils, you were getting it from Young Living. So back then, it was a lot easier as to just explaining to people what the oils could do and for them to add it onto their life. Whereas now, it appears a little more difficult because not only do we have to explain to some people what are essential oils, what do they do, etc., but we also have to explain to them why Young Living is the best and why they shouldn't buy it from the grocery store and from Walgreens and, all this kind of stuff. And it kind of sets us down a whole new journey where we have to stand up for Young Living and talk to people and really educate people as to why Young Living is the best. So, about a year ago, I decided that I was going to start sharing more. And I definitely consider this to be a business. And one thing that's really, really important, and what I feel, and that is with any business, is that you set the intention of why you are doing it. And I mean, like, go beyond oh, I want to do it because I want to pay off a bill or I want to, get some free oils. Like, it's more than that. Like, what is your intention? You intend to change other people's lives, and in return, you're going to get benefits from this company for changing people's lives. And you're going to have the people, like, this is what I'm learning. You're going to have the people that, like, buy the kit and just go crazy and buy every book and just like want to learn everything, and you just can barely even keep up with them on giving them information. And then there's going to be other people who get really pumped up and they buy the kit, and then they're like, okay, why did I do this? I don't know how to use all these oils. And they get really intimidated and they close up the box and they shove it in a corner and they block all my calls. No, I'm just kidding. They don't really block all my calls, but sometimes, they might feel like bad because they got the kit and they're just like, I don't know what to tell Courtney if she calls. And a lot of that is okay because it's a whole brand new thing. I mean, it just seems like, what is going on? Like I said, I thought that oils were crazy when I first had my bottle of Peace and Calming oil, and then it changed my life. And so now, within the last year or so of me really seeing like more people like my generation coming out and talking about using these oils, and I'm saying like, hey, you guys, like, I've been using oils for a super long time, like so many years I couldn't even keep count. I'm like 12, 13, 14, 15, like, and when I look back, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, it's actually almost been like 15 years that I have been using these oils. And I just loved them. Like, I was always on essential rewards. Now, I because I was just like using the oils, and I knew that I was getting money back from essential rewards, but I didn't realize like all the free oils and ordering like a minimum of 100 to get like a free oil when you're on essential rewards. I just needed to use the oils. So I didn't order 100 because I didn't have 100. I didn't have a lot of money. I was ordering like $50 a month. And now maybe if I would have known that if I ordered $100 each month and then decided to share as a business that I could be getting a $50 check from Young Living, that might have changed my mind. But, back then, like I said, just a lot of people weren't trying to listen to what I had to say with these oils. So I was really like regenerized when I started seeing my friends on Facebook and stuff now talking about oils, and it really makes me happy because my intention for my business is to share these oils with other people and to just help show them how they can be well and how they can prevent a lot of this stuff, these icky feelings and thoughts and things like that, with the use of essential oils. So one thing that has been really hard for me is, like, I know a lot of you guys have started hearing like, oh, we got to be compliant, and I'm like, what is compliant? Because when I first started oils, you could just say like an oil did this, and this. So like the easiest way for me to break it down is like for it being compliant, and I can definitely see where Young Living is coming with this, because Young Living is like the only compliant like company where we're not going outside of our boundaries saying what we're not supposed to say and things, because we want to keep it like totally clean and keep Young Living like out of the media, and just ways for people to just start thinking of a reason to get on Young Living. But it's never because of the quality of their oils. You can never say like, no, don't use Young Living because they're not the best oils. Nobody says that, because they are the best oils. Like, that's all it is. So to me, compliance is like, okay, look, like I am selling a car and it's got all the parts and pieces there, and then I've got these like round things that you put on that are gonna like really, really help you with this car. And like, I can't totally say like what they are or like what you could do once you put them on, but like once you put them on, then it's gonna be super awesome, and you're gonna want to like keep these round things, like 4 of them, on your car at all times. Like, that's how I feel about Young Living compliance, because I want to be like, oh hey, this is peppermint oil, and peppermint oil has like helped me with like this, and this. But we need to honor Young Living as Young Living representatives, and we need to honor what it is that they want to do for their company, like for all of us to stay super safe. So instead, I say that peppermint supports a lot of body systems, and that it can support if you have some discomfort in your cranial area. So if anybody, sometimes people like might look at us weird as business builders, because they're thinking like, why are they talking like that? Like you could make a drinking game, Ninja Red though, no alcohol, okay. But you could make a drinking game out of like every time we have to say the word support. But we're doing that to just continue on with the integrity of Young Living. So that's one thing that I have struggled with, because I just want to like go crazy and like tell people everything. But there are a lot of other ways that you can find out. There's really very helpful apps and books and reference guides, that you guys can like ask whoever signed you up for Young Living, ask them like, how can you find some of this information without it physically coming from us as Young Living representatives. So there's just a lot of stuff out there. And what I've really found helpful, I am like one of those that I do like doing videos and stuff like that. So I have a YouTube and I have an Instagram, and I'm really trying to just build them from the bottom up. I don't invite a lot of friends to my pages, because I just want that reach beyond my friends and family, because I don't just want to like keep hitting up the same people. So right now I've really just been learning and researching, and maybe I haven't had as many signups, but I've been getting a lot of people that I have already currently signed up on Essential Rewards, and I think that's a super awesome bonus too. Like, sometimes if I could give you like one tip of advice, it would be to just don't give up. Like, don't feel like because you got a couple months and people aren't really signing up, that like you're not doing it right. Like, it just means that you just need to do it different. It doesn't mean that, maybe there's something you need to do a little bit differently. Maybe there's some people that you've already talked to that you need to re-educate, and maybe that's why you're kind of stuck, because you've already signed up some people, but you really don't feel like you've got them all like going how they need to go, and you're just kind of like stuck because you need to focus more on educating the people that you have on getting unessential rewards and learning some stuff there on how you can work with other people. So um I use the oils. Like, my number one thing is like, use the oils in front of people and give it to them. Like, don't be just like sample Sally, where you're just giving out samples to everybody, because I was doing that. Like, somebody'd be like, "Oh, I have a headache," and then I'd give them a bag with like 15 different ways that you could fix a headache. Now, then that's not going to help anybody, because when they get all those 15 oils and they don't know what they're going to do with them, and then then they just end up like, and then again, they're blocking your calls. But not really. So just so you know, nobody's ever blocked my calls. Let's be clear now. But that sometimes that can be like too overwhelming too. It's really just like, be there when people need you, and let them see you using the oils and see how it changed your life. And don't be afraid to talk about it, and don't be afraid to like bust out your oils in front of people and whatever, and post your pictures and just be yourself. Um, that's what I'm learning, is that people are drawn to my personality and me just being myself, and that if I was anybody else, I maybe wouldn't get certain people following my page. They just like my personality, and I just really really want to help my friends and my family and just other people. I just want to change their lives. So that is why I do Young Living. I can ramble on a lot, but I do really like appreciate being in this group, and I really appreciate In Harmony with the Blue Tansy, and just this whole group has really helped just like get me like pumped again about sharing oils, and to not be afraid, and to just not worry about people saying no, because people are going to say no, but sometimes those are the people that come back and say yes. So you just can't give up on them. You just have to keep being yourself, and they just have to keep you seeing you being happy and being well and being oily, and everything's gonna work out. And definitely, last but not least, before I let you go, because I can be kind of long-winded, but before I let you guys go, I want to say that you need to pray for your business, and that goes with, I have multiple businesses. I do the oils like really just to share with people, and because I felt like it was part of my life purpose. But I actually, like, I own a sign and graphic company here in Madison, Wisconsin, and I've been doing it for 20 years. It's a full-time job, and I just absolutely love it, and this is just for fun. And it's important to pray over every business. So both of my businesses, I'm making it a point almost every day, as much as I can, and sometimes I forget, like, we're not perfect, but we need to pray over our business and our employees and our clients and our goals, and just really see ourselves being there and have faith that we're going to get there. And that is it for today. I hope I've helped you guys. I'm going to get back to my family. Have an awesome St. Patrick's Day, and keep getting oily, folks. Bye.